Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Second down. Here's Mostert again.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On play action, here's Tua.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Forced out to his left.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense is quick.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Madison running right. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Cousins. Completes it to the fullback hand. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he takes it across midfield to the 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 3.
Going to run with Madison again. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They go play action. Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Now a give to Madison. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Durango going to get it on the counter.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your...
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Throwing is Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
All right, come on.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began. And the running back, absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that was snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Cousins. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No. But you
breaks the tackle now in Allen. 25 yards there on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Cousins. That'll be caught. Rager with it. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Rager, 38 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
From the 35, here's 2nd down at a yard. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Tua going to throw. He turned that into a nice game. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, he uses speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Mike McDaniel dialing up the risk here a little bit on 4th down. They're going to go for it. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. Room to maneuver at the 35 and down to the 29-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Cousins.
This ball complete to Rager.
And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Cousins to throw for it on 4th.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. Going on the ground with Madison.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
Here's Madison. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Madison. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Madison is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
On 2nd down, Tua.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Following the interception, Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. A 1st down throw for Cousins.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and the lead is up to 18 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
and they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they make...
An ill-advised throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
On second down, Cousins again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. First target, first catch, and a first down. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Madison running on first down. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Second and 4, they could still get a first down without scoring.
To throw, Cousins. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Cousins here going to change the play.
They'll try to run with Madison, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. On play action, Cousins. He'll buy some time right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Throwing here, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Chandler. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake, Cousins. This is caught at the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked off by Lewis.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They run it with Chandler.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Now Chandler.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the...
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.